Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm not sure. I'm walking along the street on Montgomery. I don't know if you guys know what that is. You don't even live in Albuquerque, so probably not. But yeah, I actually just finished working at El Patron. That's where I'm working now as a host for this restaurant. It's a really nice restaurant, by the way. Nice Mexican place. And that's pretty much what I'm doing now. So yeah, we tried that fundraiser a while back to see if I could get into streaming again right away. But, well, I guess it's kind of a lot to ask. Asking for like $1,200 after not streaming for who knows how long. And not to mention my track record too. Right, the track record with streaming this year, not too great. I'm also trying to keep my wind because I'm walking here, but yeah, so anyways, just finished working there. It was my first day over there at that restaurant. That's where I did the rhyming at the bus stop thing. I don't know if you guys saw that. Some of you might think it's kind of weird or kind of crazy because it's obviously a little unusual. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying some different things out. I'm seeing what works basically, and I'm seeing what feels good. So that's kind of what we're doing with music, I guess. Except for on my SoundCloud. Which, okay, I posted a bunch of basically like suicidal songs just because I'm pretty sure that along with the PTSD, I'm also probably bipolar, like crazy bipolar, going from like suicidal one night to the world is great and exercising and, going on a run for 2 miles, push-ups and sit-ups and pull-ups, and then all of a sudden the next night again, oh, I'm suicidal and I just want to die. So, yeah. I don't know, maybe I need some lithium or something, I'm not sure. But, yeah, so I wanted to talk to you guys about that. So what is it like in my shoes, or what have I been going through? What, from my perspective, what can I tell you guys that would help you better understand why I'm so batshit crazy? And I think what I decided on is I should just share with you some of my experiences and, some of the reasons why I guess I have difficulty sometimes. So, yeah, also we're walking because I don't think the buses run this late. I waited for like 30 minutes at a bus stop when I got off. Nobody showed up, so I'm just walking. It's only like 2 or 3 miles, I guess. Well, left. It's like 4 miles total. I've probably walked like 2 of it so far. But I'm not wearing any equipment or gear. Obviously, I used to be in the military. I used to carry around like 100 pounds all the time. So I was like, hey, it's a nice night. 4 miles, that's nothing. It feels good. It actually feels really good. But, okay, so anyways, all right. So PTSD, staying focused. So what happens when I get hit by it? I guess my blood pressure raises, and I get really stressed out all of a sudden. Get really stressed out, really on edge, really paranoid. I can't really be around people because I don't trust anybody. I have this feeling that I have to always be watching like the doorways and the exits and the entrances because I guess. Well, when I was overseas, I was light infantry, for anyone who doesn't know. So I was in Big Red 1. I was in the, 3rd Brigade Combat Team, Infantry Brigade Combat Team, which basically is basically like a SWAT team over there. And everyone's going to look at me like I'm crazy talking to a phone as I walk up here. But yeah, basically. And so I kicked in a couple of doors and walking through an intersection while vlogging is difficult, but doable, very possible. But yeah, I kicked in a couple of doors over there, and I got very lucky that I didn't get blown up. Very lucky. So, you have that experience in the middle of the night, you're wearing night vision goggles, whatever, camouflage, you have an assault rifle, and you're breaking into a compound where there's like a Taliban drug lord that lives there, and you're trying to detain them, and there's like these mosque things with these loudspeakers on top. And they're all yelling in Arabic, and you can't understand a word they're saying, but it's bad, kind of like grab your weapons, they're here kind of stuff. And you're basically running into the compound as they're shouting all that stuff on loudspeakers, and it's kind of stressful. And then, you hear like a mortar go off, you hear like an RPG go off, you hear some gunshots, you don't know where it's coming from, it's dark, you can't see anything, and we're rushing into a compound regardless, trying to clear it. And I'm opening a door, and the first door I open, I kick in the first door, no one's there, it's empty, it's in this mud castle compound kind of thing. I turn to my right, and there's a cloth opening with no actual door on it. and I'm the guy in the front, so I have to move that aside with one hand, with my left hand, and I have my assault rifle with a strap supporting on my shoulder on the other hand. So I clear with my left, and I open it with my right, and I look inside and flare like the INGs, whatever. Oh yeah, we're also walking across an intersection. Check it out. This is fun. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, so I'm the guy that does that. And so I went in there, whatever, and it was only like women and children. Got really lucky. Did not shoot or hurt anybody. No one had guns pointed at me. There was only like a couple of maybe like, I guess we call them like combat or military aged males that can actually harm you, or, you know, capable of shooting an assault rifle at long distances to kill you. But that was one experience. And so, you know, sometimes when I'm here in Albuquerque, I look at the mountains, the Sandia Mountains, which are actually behind me right now as we're walking. And they actually look a lot like the mountains where I was at in Afghanistan, which is, I don't know, like Maiwan. You guys probably have no idea if I told you the name, but Maiwan and Zari Panjwai were the districts for Afghanistan. It's like a couple clicks north of the Red Desert, which is in the very bottom, the southern part of Afghanistan. So it's basically like a barren area with nothing but giant, giant fields as far as your eye can see, filled with, you know, weed, poppy, all that stuff. You know, all kinds of compounds filled just from the floor to the ceiling with bricks, giant bricks of heroin. And what we would do is we would just light it all on fire. We'd blow it up. We'd get all their weapons, all their drugs, everything, and we would just light it on fire and watch it burn. And, you know, we'd set up explosives. We had a demo team with us. What is it called? We had like an HVAC team. We had a couple Air Force guys. We had a couple like Cav Scouts with us. We had a couple of, you know, like special, we had a couple of SF guys come, you know, in and out of our unit. And we did a couple missions with special forces over there. But I probably shouldn't, I shouldn't talk about too much of that stuff, but I just want to give you guys an idea of what it's like. You know, late night, it's probably 2 or 3 in the morning, and you're getting on a chopper with, you know, probably a platoon in a Chinook helicopter, which is, it's the double blade helicopter, the bigger one. And, you know, we'd load up there. It was actually really cool. It was actually really, really cool. It was basically the same thing you see in like SEAL Team 6 or you know, any Tom Clancy movie. That's the stuff I did, so it was really cool. What's not so cool is, I guess, my worst experiences, which were, I guess the worst one, most notably, was when I got shot at by a sniper. And the round apparently came so close to my head that it knocked me unconscious. I don't know what it's called, I guess the shockwave from the actual round itself, because once the caliber of a bullet gets to be a certain size and the round reaches a certain velocity, it has a sort of shockwave that follows it. It's obviously invisible, your eyes can't perceive it because it's moving so quickly, but basically if it comes close enough to you, it can cause damage. And with a 50 cal rifle, for example, with the giant shells, if those pass by you close enough without even hitting you, they can dislocate your entire arm. So, you know, there's some crazy stuff like that. Sorry, I accidentally pressed pause for some reason. But yeah, so some crazy stuff like that. And so with PTSD, every once in a while, what happens is I kind of get triggered. I get triggered, I guess. And then all of a sudden, all my old memories come rushing back. Like tonight, for example, with it being July 3rd, I think it is, you know, hearing all the fireworks and the firecrackers going off. I think I've been doing a pretty good job of handling myself, actually, but no, it's still pretty stressful. It's whenever I hear them, my heart rate goes up a little bit. I feel like some tension in my chest, and I don't know, it's just a little bit difficult to kind of deal with, but yeah, it is what it is. I talked to some old like Vietnam vets, for example, and they told me that it's never going to go away. That's what they told me. That's the great optimistic news that they gave me. They're like, hey, I'm 60 years old. I served in Vietnam. I had a very similar experience to you, you know, had a couple explosions, whatever, got blown up, shot at. And yeah, I'm 60 years old, so like, you know, 40 years later from the time they served. And they say, yeah, it's pretty much the same. It never goes away. And I was like, thank you very much for your feedback. Thank you very much for the encouraging message of hope. So yeah, I guess, you know, for the rest of my life, whatever, I'm always going to have that. It's always going to be something that's there, and it's just a matter of how well I can deal with it on a day-to-day basis, and can I actually motivate myself enough to get out of bed and not feel like, I don't know, crazy, bipolar-ish, hating the world, hating everything, wishing I was dead all of a sudden to, I'll give it one more try, and okay, I'm gonna go run now, and I'm gonna drink this like protein smoothie shake, whatever, and be healthy and start taking my vitamins. And I don't know. I probably need to seek help, you know, as far as the VA goes, actually see like a doctor, psychologist, whatever. But then again, that's the difficult part with PTSD when it gets bad enough, is that you don't even have the motivation to get out of bed to go see somebody. So they make an appointment for me, and obviously I miss it. I don't show up because I can't coordinate that well. My brain, you know, sometimes just does not work. And then I miss it, and then I don't call to reschedule because I'm like, fuck it, I don't want treatment anyways, you know. And then I start having the, you know, suicidal thoughts, whatever. I'm like, this isn't worth it. Like, I don't want to live the rest of my life with this burden. And I'm just like, I just want to end it all. And I know it sounds kind of dark because it is, but it comes and goes. At least I'm making a video right now. At least I just finished working 4 hours at, you know, this new restaurant, whatever, as the host. And at least we've got that going for us, so that's good. But yeah, just walking home right now. I don't want to go for too long because I don't think my phone has enough memory on it for me to record a video that's any longer. But to end on a positive note, I did finish working 4 hours over there. I feel pretty good tonight, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to try to hopefully post some more videos over here. I also want to try to post some more songs that I'm I don't know, kind of working on, that I feel, you know. There's kind of a song I want to make for some of my friends that died over there before I even had a chance to get over there to Afghanistan. A couple, well, most notably, I guess, is I think he was a PFC. He's PV2 or PFC. I think he might have been promoted right before we went over, but his name was Winston. He was this short black dude, kind of like Kevin Hart. He's pretty funny too, pretty cool guy. We got drunk and partied when we were in the States, you know, before we deployed. And you know, he was hit by an IED, and his vehicle got blown up, and he died before I even got overseas. So there was maybe like a 2-month delay on the flights to get over there, but yeah, so he was gone before I even got there. And that's the kind of impression I had for the rest of the deployment, you know, as we went through. And I'll spare you guys from some of the darker stuff, because it gets darker. I know, right? As if it's not dark enough already. But yes, there's a lot more worse stuff that happened over there that I probably should never talk about just for the sake of humanity. You know, some things should be bottled up for a reason, and they should be kept inside, or they should only be shared with people who are equally as messed up as you are. So I'm going to save you guys from that. And to end on a positive note, it's a nice night outside. I'm walking home, just finished work or whatever. And I don't know. I guess I'm going to try to start posting videos again regularly, or to vlog about what I'm doing. Because there is a lot of stuff I want to do when I'm not in that total, you know, like, when I'm not in like the fuck the world mindset. Because, you know, as some of you guys know, the video I posted about the police thing where they locked me up for not having proof of insurance, even though I'm a veteran and everything else. And they treated me like a dog, and they threw me in a maximum security cell, and it was really, really horrific. They treated me like shit. Absolutely no respect whatsoever for what you know, me being willing to die for these people, to defend them, and for them to, you know, live in America, whatever. No respect whatsoever, and so that kind of sucked. But anyways, positive note, excellent night out. Here's a stoplight, street light, so you guys can actually see my face. And yeah, I'll be posting this on Facebook and Twitter soon. I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. Just wanted to let you guys in. I promised I would, so I did, as far as the whole PTSD thing goes. And yeah, hope you guys are doing well, and take care of yourselves. And until I see you next time, goodbye.